Okay, so remember what we did first. When trying to draw the nose, we draw a circle. Then after the circle, we draw another 2 circles by the side, but they are smaller circles. So this bigger circle is representing the high point of the nose. That's the most protruding part of the nose. These other ones are support for the nose, and they are the nostril where air goes in through. So like I was saying, you see here now that we've been able to isolate. There is a light on this spot. So because of where the concentration of light is coming from, which is this spot, that's L stands for light. So in this case now, we want to identify where there are lights and where there are middle tones and where there are dark tones. So, and where there are reflected light. So I can see reflected light under the nose here. So you have the other nostril here, the inner part of the nose. Then you have also an extension here. Then you have another light here. Normally this side used to be light, but because of the strong light coming from here, it reflects here more. The light is affecting here more than the top, which usually carries the strongest light. And that is simply because the light is coming behind the model towards the front. So all this area now, they are all in the dark. But in this case now, we isolate them by blocking in. So all we are going to do is just to make all this side now to be middle tone, all through to be middle tone. So here now is where the smaller part of the nose stops. So we still say it's all still middle tones. It's all still middle tones, then middle tones, and middle tones. You see how I'm trying to avoid the strongest light. All here now are still middle tones. Then here it's stronger light. There's a strong light here because that's where the direction of the light is coming from. Now I'm strengthening this tone here, the darker tone here. I'm strengthening it because it's much darker. Then I'm picking some area in the surroundings to help me isolate the main area where the tone is deeper. And here now the tone is a bit lighter, but not too light. And this area too, it's a bit darker. As you can see now, I'm beginning to shade in into the hashing in a way that you might not really see the strokes of the pen. So while I'm shading here now, I'm making it darker. This circle that I've drawn here, that isolates as the light will now become a middle light, while the surroundings become darker, pushing out that light there and also pushing out the reflected light. You see it? So, and here now is a bit darker. So I'm drawing out, I'm shaping out the area that is a bit darker to help me strengthen the tones here. You understand? So, and at this area now is a bit darker too. So I just keep working on it. Keep working on it to make it lighter. Okay, so you see at this point now, I'm trying to identify where there are darks. You see, I'm beginning to strengthen the dark area. The dark area will help the light area to become more obvious, and whatever you're drawing will become more interesting. So working on the surroundings to help you to make that object you're drawing to be interesting. So the surroundings becomes like the background of what you're doing. So this side too is a bit dark. This is one of the reasons why I always encourage students to work from life. Because when you're working from life, it's not like when you're working from photograph. Except you pick a photograph that an artist has already successfully worked from life and stored there for you. That can give you a closer idea to working from life. But when you work from life, you see this reflection of light that comes from this side now. You might not necessarily see it when you're working from photograph. Okay, I think that's majorly what we can pick from the nose. You can just play around with it a little and see more of what you can still achieve drawing the nose from this angle. Okay.